Hello everybody, my name is Paweł and welcome to CostViewer tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to introduce you to CostViewer interface. So let's open the application. When you open CostViewer first time, you will be prompted to choose a folder in which you want to store your database. Once you choose the folder, original CostViewer database will be copied into it, and it will become your default database next time you open the program. So next time, the window you've just seen will not be displayed anymore. So let us start with the interface. In CostViewer, we build models. Think of a model in CostViewer as a workbook in Excel application. To create a new model, you can either use ribbon on the top menu or use drop-down menu on the left. To open a model, you can choose drop-down list where top 10 last open models are displayed. Or you can click on Manage Models icon, where you can access or rename or delete all your models. Here you can choose skins to your liking. Spreadsheet icon. There is a simple spreadsheet built into CostViewer. Should you not have Excel, you may find it useful. Fixed subtotals icon will be covered in a separate tutorial. Clean database icon. Occasionally you may want to click on it. What it does, it optimizes your database by cleaning any residuals, leftovers from previously removed objects. However, in 99% instances, database does not need this feature to be used. Let's move on to tab model now. As you can see, main screen is divided into two areas. Both panes display objects hierarchies, which I call trees. Maybe let me open one project so you could better see it. Top menu is built to reflect 5 steps in CostViewer, and these are: build hierarchies, define cost drivers, also known as key drivers, set relations, run costing, and analyze results. Use tree and build ribbons to create your trees. Let me remind you that to build large trees, I recommend to import them from Excel using our CostViewer Excel add-in, which is freely available from our website. And of course, you can have as many trees in your model as you need. Ribbon relations. Here you define, amend, and delete relations among objects in your model. Costing ribbon. This is covered in details in other tutorials. Check them out. Tools icon. Here you can define if your model is time dependent or not. For example, if you have a real estate or a shopping mall and you want to calculate real estate maintenance costs and allocate them on tenants, you would consider time factor during which a premise was occupied by a tenant. In other words, for example, if a tenant moved in mid-December, he would not be charged with full year real estate tax. Instead, the tenant would be charged with tax in proportion to the time he occupies premise. In my example, that would be just 16 days out of 365. Here you can change link to another database. Because your database is just one file, you can easily make a copy of it and then, if needed, change links in CostViewer to different databases. And of course, in each database you can store many models. Also, for security reasons, I advise you to make a backup of your database regularly. And here, for your convenience, you can find a list of recently used databases. Filtering data, this one is pretty self-explanatory as well. Reports ribbon. This feature is covered in depth in separate tutorial. All I can say now is that you can with ease export your trees and calculation results to Excel. It takes just a few clicks to do that. Ribbon loop. This is something you may rarely use, but it helps locate any circular reference in your model. For example, if you corrupt your model and accidentally make object A send costs to object B, and vice versa, make object B send costs to object A, that will create a loop in your model, and that is something you may want to have or not. So if you run looper, it will find those loops for you and will tell you what objects are part of it. Costing depth sets depth for secondary costing. This is also covered in detail in costing tutorial. Suffice to say that for models with loop, you must set a level beyond which costing stops, otherwise it would continue indefinitely. Ribbon Help. Under Help button you will find a very detailed manual and I encourage you to read it. About icon. Here you can read about my vision and values and, well, just a few words about me and why I decided to build this software. www icon will beam you up directly to my website. Last but not least, on the bottom left you can see good, weight and loop indicators. That means if you run looper, it will check your model and will tell you if there is any circular reference or not. If there is none, you will see green light. If there is a circular reference, the light will turn red. On the bottom right corner, once you run costing, you will see time displayed, which indicates how long it has taken to run the costing. And that's it. Thanks for watching. I encourage you to watch other CostViewer tutorials in which we will cover real stuff. Bye!